Yo, what's up guys, Daily Kamel here. Sorry for the weird lighting or sound. It is 5 a.m. really quick, so I just wanted to get out a video on the event before I go to sleep. So without further ado, let's get this out of the way. The Turbo Duel Grand Prix is back in Duel Links, and while there are no characters unlockable for this event, it is a PvP event, and a couple distinctive things about PvP events. You have the ability to get more gems, since you can play the ladder kind of endlessly, and it's also a place to get good skills. However, you have to take into account that you can only use 5D's characters in the Turbo Duel event, so your kind of versatility for what you can unlock is kind of limited. So this is the 6th Turbo Duel Grand Prix, and there are some new things about it, so I thought I'd go over them. There's a new skill, a new duel runner in the event. I will go over that when I go over all the duel runners. I'm going to give them all a little quick overview. And then it also says settings to the draw the lottery multiple times has been added, so instead of just drawing 10 times, you can also draw 50 and 100 times at one time as well. So that means instead of just spending 300 lottery coins to get 10 of those prizes, you can now spend like what, 1,500 and 3,000 coins at once. That's nuts. And that's pretty cool. Will make spending your coins a lot faster. Nice quality of life change. Other than that, down here it just says you can duel against other players. Your rewards will increase. Your grades will go up. You use the lottery coins. And then this just tells you how your matchmaking will increase as you win turbo duels. And then the matchmaking is decided by your last 5 ranks, whatever. Alright, so let's get into the nitty gritty. The rewards, I read them during the Duel Duel's upcoming updates, but I shall read them again. In this event, you can also earn 50 gems every day, just like the KC Cup, but you can also obtain Junk Garden, a level 6 Warrior Synchro. Once per turn, you can select one monster your opponent controls, and change its battle position. This can be used during either player's turn, and if it is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can select one monster in your opponent's field and change the battle position. So, the Synchron deck, as for level 6 goes, on its first turn, it's not really the best play. You really want to try to go into, 2 level 8s, either the Junk Berserker and then your Stardust Dragon. 6 kind of really throws you off and kind of brings you to a halt. There's not much to do after you have a level 6, because you don't really run many level 2 tuners in the deck. So Junk Gardener, while a kind of awkward level, is always nice to have for the archetype. And then we're also getting Hook the Hidden Knight, which is a previously anime-only card. If this attack position card is targeted for an attack, target the attacking monster, change it to defense position. Change the attacking monster to defense position, and if this card is changed from attack to defense, inflict 400 damage. So nice, weird meme card, deal 400 damage. Thank you, Konami. Okay, so where is the main nitty-gritty of this event? Oh, so let's go to rewards really quick. Nothing out of the ordinary here, just some mats, some sleeves, and gems, and some skill up tickets. That's it, some skill chips. But here is what people always have the questions about, the skills. So, for the Turbo Duel Grand Prix, each one of these bikes gives you a different advantage when you Turbo Duel. Essentially, you get speed counters when you Turbo Duel every time you, at the beginning of each standby phase, when you normal summon a monster, and when you synchro summon a monster. So these bikes have different speed spell effects that cost different amounts, and they help you do different things. So before I get into, let's get it right into it, right? These first 3 bikes, Acceleration, Speed Spell Trickster, and Speed Spell Power Force, these are all really general options. I would say these are the most generic ones. Speed Spell Acceleration is totally around you just getting out more monsters and drawing, so you can thin out your deck, get out all your synchro plays, using everything you have with you instead of really manipulating the levels and nature of cards you have. So if you have a busted synchro deck and you just need to see your cards, you see this. You use this skill. For Speed Spell Trickster, you will use this differently This allows you to do some different things, like for 6 counters, you can select one monster you control is selected as it is treated as a tuner. You can choose a tuner in your hand and normal summon it. And you can also draw 2 cards. So this is also, again, viable for a deck that has less plays available to it, but needs a tuner. Maybe they only play 1 or 2 types of tuners, and they need to see more often. So a deck like, I don't know, Black Wings or Tech Genius, this would be very good for when you're spam summoning a lot of monsters, and maybe not all of them are always tuners. Speed Spell Power Force is definitely for when your synchro or boss monsters are on the weaker side and you need to use this skill to overpower your opponent. You can boost up all your monsters, draw a card, destroy a face-up card, or have monsters you control gain 400. I would probably use this with Resonators, just because you're buffing up your guys and you can destroy something, so you can absolutely run down your opponent. Next, we have Speed Spell Black Rose, and this allows you to select one monster you control. It will be able to deal piercing until the end phase, half of the defense, and change the battle position of a monster your opponent controls. Now, this is what I used in the Turbo Duel Grand Prix on my free-to-play account when I play Amazonas. If you don't have a really great synchro card pool and you lack a deck, I very much suggest that you play the new player Amazonas deck with the Bloody Kiss Duel Runner, which has Speed Spell Black Rose on it. This one has all battle effects for its skills, so definitely a deck like Amazonas, or even a non-conventional synchro deck that is synchro summoning for this event, will be able to make use of this. Next, we've got Sector Security Duel Runner. And this lets you view one face-down card of the field. It kind of just is stuff that prevents your opponent from being able to set up against you. Your opponent can only gain 3 speed spells the next turn. That's very interesting. And play one monster from your opponent's graveyard, and then neither player can banish cards in the graveyard. So definitely, this centers around limiting. I guess if you're going up against Shiranui a lot, this is the dual runner that you definitely want to be using for sure. Next, we have Giganto L, which this honestly just has a bunch of Earthbound Immortal skills. So unless you play Earthbound Immortals, you don't want to use this one. This one we have Delta Eagles Speed Spell Clear Mind. This one looks like it's really for TGs. Yeah, play a level 2 lower synchro monster from your extra deck. Play a synchro that uses a synchro monster from your graveyard. Oh yeah, getting out your old TG materials, getting out your level 2 so you can make your XL synchro. Yeah, that's TGs, baby. And then lastly, we have the new one, the Dual Board Speed Spell Brave Revolution. And this is like Leo's dual board that he uses before he gets a dual runner, and that the Mech Lord guy also has. And this allows you to change the battle position of a face-up monster, add an equip spell from your deck to your hand. This is any, it seems. You can choose. Return one equip spell from your hand to the bottom of the deck and draw one card. And send a level machine type synchro monster from your field to the graveyard. Play one dragon type synchro monster from your extra deck that has the same attribute. Well, Power Tool Dragon and equips. This is the deck. This is the dual runner for that. So I hope you guys were helped out by my dual runner explanation. That's really all there is to the event. Besides the dual runners, once you find the one that works for the deck that you want to use, just spam it and spam duels, dude. That is all there is to it. There's nothing special. Just win. Of course, as for decks, any synchro deck works if you have Harpies, if you have Resonators, if you have TG. Literally any synchro deck works. You don't even have to play a synchro deck if you don't want. But, you know, of course, the dual runners give you the most support when you are utilizing synchro monsters. And you're going to be able to utilize your speed spells much more as well if you do. So let me hit up this lottery, and then we will call this a video. Guys, let me know if you have any more questions about the Turbo Duel Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck in farming the event. Peace out.